A lot of times in our adult lives, the way that we act is actually the result and the reflection of a long-standing ingrained habit that likely probably started from childhood. It is a pattern of behavior. It's a pattern of responsiveness and reactivity that is probably happening at the unconscious level. And so a lot of the work that I do with my CEOs is helping them to recognize those patterns, become aware of them, disrupt those patterns, and replace them with new patterns. So a lot of the work now that I'm going to be doing with these CEOs is helping them realize why they are reacting in such a way that causes them so much stress. What I've said to all of them is that at some point, we all have to become okay with not getting everything done. That if we are only attaching our inner peace to the external environment, where we are basically turning over our power for inner peace to an external environment, we are never really going to be, quote unquote, happy, because there are so many things outside of our control that will affect whether or not we can get our to-do list done, right? And more, as things get piled on our plate, our to-do list just continues to grow. We are responding to so many different media platforms and communication platforms. Our client list continues to grow. Our administrative list continues to grow. Our personal list continues to grow. And when we get to the point where we can't even take a day or two off for vacation just to disconnect and recharge without feeling as if we're failing, that is a problem. So one of the things that I'm working with these leaders, in addition to the pattern recognition, is self-mastery and self-awareness. To be aware that when we are constantly in a place of discord and chaos and disharmony and feeling frantic, that is a signal to us that we are not in control of our emotions, we're not in control of our inner peace, and we can't possibly, as leaders, lead others when we have not mastered ourselves. So I would challenge you going into this weekend, and I would invite you going into this weekend to think about what is in your toolbox. What are the things that you access and that you have access to that help you attain a sense of inner peace? The last client that I just hung up with, literally, I did a call with them at 1:00 this afternoon. It's about 1:40 now. I asked him, if he meditated, and he said, I don't really have the time, and I try, and I sit down, and it doesn't work for me. I would say that if you feel so flustered and so exhausted and so agitated that you don't have time or energy to meditate, this is exactly the time to start meditating. So I refer to him to a couple of the apps that I use. I refer to him to some sources about understanding meditation a little bit more. I wanted just to come on to here to you today to stress the importance of not attaching your inner peace to an external environment, not attaching your inner peace to someone else's opinion of you, but really starting to be aware of how much control you have over your inner sanctuary. And when we start to really master that, that is when we are able to step into our greatest leadership of others. Leading ourselves, mastering ourselves is the first step to leading others and to truly step into a place of inner peace and inner joy. If this is something you're struggling with, reach out to me. This is the work that I love to do with leaders, to truly help them step into their greatest joy, regardless of what's happening on the outside world, but really helping them attain that joy on the inside. So I hope this was helpful for you. And I hope you're going into the weekend with a place of peace and a place of joy, and you've got something fun planned, and wishing you all a great day. Bye.